Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our online class. So here we continue with our English literature class, The Merchant of Venice, written by William Shakespeare, Act 4, Scene 1. So today we'll be continuing from the line 380 onwards, where we see the reaction of the Gratiano. So Gratiano says that, "Beg that thou mayest have leave to hang thyself, and yet thy wealth being forfeit to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord. Therefore, thou must be hanged at the state's charge." So in the previous conversation made by the Portia, very clearly Portia, traps Shylock in his own bond itself. Okay. So now Shylock is at 6s and 7s. 6s and 7s means in a great state of confusion. He doesn't understand what to do. Even though he don't, complete the bond, then also he is, he has to, pay the compensation. And in case if he withdraws from the bond, then also his property will be confiscated. So charges levied upon Shylock were in such a way that he is not having any option, right? So if he fulfills the bond, he has to follow the condition kept by the Portia that he cannot cut a pound of flesh without spilling a drop of blood. And it's very clearly mentioned that he should not spill a drop of blood, but he can cut a pound of flesh. Now, practically thinking, that's not possible. So there Shylock becomes helpless. And if he do not proceed with the bond, again he is being charged against wasting the time of the court, and also found to be culprit because he has provoked the court to forcefully fulfill this bond in the court, where the court has already tried to make a out of court settlement. Other charges levied that if he withdraws, then he will not be able to take the thrice of the money offered later, and he has to go only with the principal amount. Now, the Duke, again, the punishment, then also he will be liable for the punishment because it is completely in the hands of the Duke whether he has to be forgiven or not. Okay, it will be under the mercy of the Duke itself. So in every way, Shylock is completely trapped by the young lawyer in his own bond, and now he is like finding a way to just get out of this and just to save his life. So here Gratiano makes a statement that now you have only one option, Shylock. Go and beg. Okay, go and beg in front of the Duke. Okay, beg that thou mayest have leave to hang thyself. At least the court will be showing little bit mercy upon you, that you go and hang by yourself, isn't it? And yet thy wealth being forfeit to the state, because for you everything was wealth, and now your whole wealth is being forfeiten by the state. Okay, so now you don't have anything, you are nothing now. So even to go and hang yourself, okay, even to purchase a rope also to hang yourself, you are not having a single penny with you, money with you. Okay, in that case the court will be paying, the state will be paying the money for purchasing a rope for you if you wish you want to hang. Okay, so actually Gratiano is making Shylock aware of his state, and also to make him realize that he is nothing now, and if everything is, whatever is left is completely under the mercy of the judge. Okay, and this is also a kind of ridiculing Shylock, because we always say that pride always falls, isn't it? So this is what actually happened with Shylock. He was so proud of himself being a Jew. He was so proud of himself being a merchant. He was so proud of being a wealthy merchant, and now his pride falls down. Okay, so this is what actually Gratiano tries to explain to the Shylock. Okay, that you have come down now, you have nothing with yourself, everything is taken, your property, your name, your everything is being taken by the state now. So the Duke now says that thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. I pardon thee thy life before thou ask it, for half thy wealth it is Antonio's. The other half comes to the general state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine. So here it says that thou shalt see the difference of our spirit, and you will be actually seeing the difference of the spirit. Now what do you mean by the difference of the spirit here? The Duke says that you will be seeing the difference of our thinking, our perception. Okay, so what was the perception? That earlier we see that when Portia asked, as a young lawyer, asked Shylock to show the quality of the mercy, okay, Shylock completely denied it. Okay, being a Jew, he said that it is all, left with the Christians and not with the Jews. So he said that I am not so weak at heart to show the kindness. Okay, so he made so many statements which showed he was very rude at heart. So this is what actually the Duke says, that thou shalt see the difference. So now you will be realizing the difference with our perception, right? Now it is up to me that whether I have to show kindness to you or whether you really deserve it or not. Okay, so when he was asked to show kindness and mercy, actually Antonio deserved it. But now it's a quick question that whether really Shylock deserved this kindness or not. And again he says, I pardon thee thy life before thou ask it. Okay, but being a Christian, being a Duke, I'm showing my, great heart. I'm just giving your life before you even ask or say sorry or beg in front of me. For half thy wealth it is Antonio's, but I'm just taking your wealth, and it will be half of your property will be going to Antonio, and the other half will be taken by the state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine, in the form of a fine. Okay. Now Portia says, A for the state, not for Antonio. So now she just, clarifies, no, fine means it's not fine for Antonio, it's a fine for the state. Okay, that Shylock, because he has wasted the court time, because he ignored the court's suggestions earlier, so as a fine to the court, as a fine to the state of Venice, his half of the property will be taken. So Shylock says, no, take my life and all, pardon not that. Now Shylock is, so much frustrated, irritated, and he doesn't understand what to do and how to react. So he says that, no, why are you taking it? Only my property. Come on, you take my life also. And pardon not, then no need to spare my life also. You just take it away. You take my house. When you do, take the prop. If you are ready to take in the property, then take my house also. Why did you keep it? I don't want anything. Okay, so he says, that doth sustain my house. You take my life, and you do take the means whereby I live. So, for a rich person, for a proud rich person, the most important thing for him is his wealth, isn't it? So all his heart or his life lies in his wealth, right? Now that wealth itself is not there, what's the purpose of that person to live? How he will be living, where he will be living. So Shylock says that for me, my life is my wealth, and when I lose my wealth, nothing is left in with me. So why should I live? You take my life also. No need to spare, showing that you have done a great thing by sparing my life. No need to spare that. You can take my life also. So Portia says that, what mercy can you render him, Antonio? Now Portia, turning towards Antonio, asks him that what type of mercy can you give to this person? Can you show? Render means to show. To show, you can show to this person. So Gratiano says, a halter gratis, nothing else, for God's sake. Halter gratis means a rope to hang himself and nothing else. He don't deserve anything. Okay, he deserves only a rope, and that the state will be providing the rope, and just take Shylock, take this rope, go and hang yourself. Okay, you don't deserve anything more than this. So Antonio says, so please my lord the Duke and all the court to quit the fine for one half of his goods. I am content. So Antonio, we know he's already a very good merchant, very good at heart. He never wanted anyone's property, neither money or anyone's life. Okay, so he says that. So he requests to the Duke and says to the Duke that, so please my lord the Duke and all the court members to quit the fine. I request you to quit that fine for one half of his good. So he has already, the Duke made an announcement that for half of thy wealth will be going to Antonio. So Antonio says that I don't want his wealth. Okay, I'm content. I'm satisfied. I'm happy because my life is saved. Okay, and I don't want anything else more than that. And so please quit your decision of giving one half of the wealth of Shylock to me. Okay, so he will let me have the other half in use to show it upon his death unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. So he's now, see how generous actually Shylock is, Antonio is. So he says that the other half of the wealth again. So let me tell you that after the death of Shylock, let that other half of the wealth will go to his, to that gentleman who has stolen his daughter. Who is stolen his daughter? Of course, he's talking about Lorenzo and Jessica, Shylock's daughter. Okay, so he's talking about the gentleman here referred is none other than Lorenzo. So he says that that wealth after the death of Shylock, if anyone literally deserves it, it is Lorenzo and his own daughter Jessica. Okay, so two things provided more, that for this favor he presently become a Christian. The other, that he do record a gift here in the court of all he die possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter. So actually says that, so two things that he should provide here. Who should provide? Shylock should provide. For this favor, he presently become a Christian. He has to become a Christian. Second thing is that he should record all these things. Now, record all these things means he should make an agreement, legal agreement, where it should be very clearly written that after his death, whatever property he possesses, he will be giving it to Lorenzo and his daughter Jessica. Okay, so Duke says that he shall do this, or else I do recant that pardon that I late pronounced here. So Duke says that obviously he will be doing that. Why not? If he doesn't do that, recant means R-E-C-A-N-T. Recant means to withdraw. If he doesn't do this, or if he withdraws from signing a legal agreement now, that pardon means that excuse which I announced earlier, that I'll be just withdrawing from that. Okay, I'll be taking it back. Portia says, art thou contented, Jew? Are you contented here means satisfied. Are you satisfied, Jew? What thou say? What do you say? What do you want to say? Shylock says, Shylock understood that, कि Shylock को समझ में आ गया कि अगर ज़्यादा कुछ बोलेंगे तो जो बचा हुआ लाइफ है वो भी निकल जाएगा, और जितना प्रॉपर्टी मिलेगा, हाउस मिलेगा, वो भी हाथ से चला जाएगा. तो समझदारी की बात यही है कि इन सब का कहना मान ले. And finally Shylock agrees and says that yeah, I am content. Portia, clerk, draw a deed of gift. Now Portia announces the clerk, come on, draw a deed of gift. Means he says that come on, prepare the deed. Here refers to a document. Come on, prepare this document, legal agreement. Okay, Shylock, I pray you give me leave to go home, go from hence. I'm not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it. So Shylock says that I request you, please allow me. I'm not feeling well. Okay, obviously Shylock will not be in the condition that he feels well, because what he thought and came into the court and what has happened with him in the court is just opposite. Okay, so all his dreams are shattered, all his revenge feeling has completely shattered, and he's totally not satisfied because he wanted to kill Antonio, or he wanted to take revenge Antonio, and that did not happen. Instead of that, he himself had to run away with his life. So he says that I'm not feeling well, so send the deed, send that legal agreement documents to my home and I will sign it there. The Duke says, get thee gone, but do it. So the Duke, in a sound or in a tone of warning asks that, okay, you can go, but make sure that you will be signing it. Otherwise, within no time, I will be coming with the summons to you. So Gratiano says, in christening shall thou have 2 good godfathers. Had I been judge, thou should have had 10 more to bring thee to the gallows, not to the font. So now Gratiano says that in order to convert you into Christian, you will be having 2 good godfathers. In Christianity, when a man is admitted or he gets himself converted into a Christian faith by the ceremony called the baptism with water, he has a godfather and a godmother. Okay, so that godfather and godmother will be the two people representing and blessing them that they are responsible and witness for this person to be baptized under the Christianity. Okay, so that's it. That is what he says, that in christening thou shall have to will be bringing two godfathers. Why? Because one godfather's witness is not enough for a person like Shylock, because he can anytime he can change. So he says that had I been judge, thou should have had 10 more. If I would have been the judge, in the place of the duke, I would have asked 10 godfathers to be witnessing with you. Okay, to bring you to the gallows, not to the font. Okay, so that you will be, font means it's a bowl in which water is taken, and the little bit of the head will be, in olden days they used to dip it in the river or the sea, ocean or seas, etc. But nowadays it's like you take a water in the bowl and just sprinkle little water on the head, and it was been and that water actually is not it's a holy water, and you will be declared as you will be baptized. Okay, so if you go to churches, you can see the small babies who are being undergoing this baptism ceremony. Okay, so this is what he says. So Shylock, Gratiano, like again ridiculing Shylock, he says like that, if I were the duke, I would have asked 10 godfathers to witness you and be there for you, and to bring you to this gallows and not to the font. Okay, gallows means it's a huge water body, and font means here referring to the small water taken in a container. Okay, so but Shylock did not wait to listen what actually Gratiano is saying or ridiculing, because he is not in a condition to listen all these things, so he just run away from there and goes. I hope that you understood this much explanation. Today we have completed till line 415 of page number 129 of your textbook. So keep reading with the textbook and try to understand the paraphrases. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.